Okay, folks, I've got a good one coming up. I'm going to go to BOOMburgers, and when I pull into the parking lot, I'm going to order online a burger from Five Guys so that I'm ordering them both at the same time. Then I'm going to go to Five Guys, which is 10 minutes away, and I'm going to compare BOOMburgers to Five Guys, the whole 9 yards. I'm not sure if you're not in the Halifax area and if you're not familiar with BOOMburgers. They're a burger chain that opened up in the Maritimes around 2010 from PEI, part of Cow's Creamery. And their burgers, if you walk into a BOOMburgers restaurant and you order a burger, you'd swear you were in Five Guys. And the thing is, we have never had a Five Guys restaurant here in Nova Scotia until about 2 or 3 years ago. I've never put the two of them up against each other. So today we're going to find out which is better, BOOMburgers or Five Guys. Okay, folks, we're pulled up at BOOMburgers. I'm going to go in there now. I'll give you a little peek inside. But first, I've got to place my order for Five Guys. Stay tuned. Well, I've been waiting here about 3 minutes. Nobody's here. Okay, folks, I've been waiting about 5 minutes inside the restaurant. Absolutely nobody behind the counter. 2 people in the store. I'm going to try the drive-thru to see if anybody will take my order. So far, they're getting no points for customer service. That's insane. Let's see how the takeout works. Hi, could I get a bacon cheeseburger, please, and a small fry? Could I get a bacon cheeseburger and a small fries?
Oh, sorry, this is not a BOOMburger, this is a mellow one.
Oh,
They don't have a drive-thru.
they don't. Okay, sorry.
Is there anything here, like a breakfast sandwich or something?
No, that's all right. I'll just drive through.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. They don't have a drive-through, so I've got to go back in there and wait. That means that my burger is going to be cold when I get to Five Guys. Okay, folks, I just pulled in the Five Guys, so just an update on BOOMburgers. I was there for about 20 minutes. So after I went through the drive-thru, I came back inside, still nobody behind the counter. I did observe when I did a walk around, there was only 2 customers in the restaurant. There was 1 employee that was sitting at the very back wing eating lunch. When I went back in, after about 5 minutes, this person came out from the back, went and took my order. Now, I don't blame that person. They were very courteous, very nice. But BOOMburger, you can't just have 1 employee working at a time. People need to take lunch. Your employees do. Have another staff member there. You should have at least 2, or don't bother opening the restaurant. I used to work in customer service for almost 30 years. So stuff like this really irritates me. And it's more so when I'm the customer not getting the good service. So the service when they were there was good, but to not have anybody there to take orders for 10, 15 minutes is just ridiculous. Anyway, I'm going to go get my Five Guys. I've calmed down on the drive over. Five Guys is at a disadvantage now because I ordered it thinking that BOOMburgers was going to start making my order right away, and they didn't. It took them 15 minutes. So this is going to be cold. But I'm going to hold that into account when we do the comparison. Stay tuned. Let's go in. So here we go, folks. So there's the bag from Five Guys. You can see the exact same ingredients: mayo, ketchup, mustard, grilled onions, and mushrooms. BOOMburger, same thing. And, of course, a small fry. So we're going to unbag these things and give you a closer look. So here's a look inside the BOOMburger bag. You can see they've got some bag fries in there too. And let's look inside the Five Guys. It's clear Five Guys has more bag fries in there than the BOOMburger fries. Let's go look at the burger, folks. I'm looking forward to this. Five Guys is my favorite, and BOOMburger is very close to it. But now they're going up against each other at the same time. Okay, folks, so here's what we're dealing with. We have the Five Guys burger here. It looks a little disheveled, but remember, that's been sitting for about 15 minutes longer than the BOOMburger one has. So I'm not taking any points off Five Guys for that. We look at the BOOMburger one, looks great. Five Guys one looks great. The one thing that I noticed on the BOOMburger one, which is different than Five Guys, when you order a burger at Five Guys, they put if you're ordering grilled mushrooms and onions, they do them on the skillet while they're working the burger. BOOMburger had them all in like a cafeteria style. So I saw them scooping in pre-cooked mushrooms and grilled onions that were, God knows how long they were sitting there for. Five Guys, at least it's fresh. Okay, folks, now it's time to taste the fries. So I'm going to grab one of the couple of the Five Guy fries here. See look at what we're dealing with. Don't those look good? Delicious. They're home cut fries, cut thin so that they cook fast, and they're all cooked in peanut oil. So seasoned nicely with salt. And as you saw when I showed the fries, Five Guys gives you more bag fries than the BOOMburger one does. These are delicious. Good. Now let's try BOOMburger. Look very similar, not quite as golden as the Five Guys one. And look at that one. I'm not going to eat that one. So they're not being very selective of their potatoes when they're cooking them or cutting them up. Let's go. They're good. I'd say Five Guys are a little bit better than the BOOMburger ones. They're longer. It looks like they're fresher. You saw it had a little bit of a rotten one. I don't have to go in and start looking at my fries before I eat them. I usually use the bag fries for my drive. Eat them as I'm going home. So that's what the fries look like and taste like. Very good. The important thing is the burger. On to that now. Okay, folks, here we are. We have Five Guys over here. Man, that it feels amazing. And then we have BOOMburger. Now, I've had both of them separately, like not together. And just to clarify, I am not going to eat both of these burgers. I'm going to cut them in half, and then we're going to taste them. I do notice that I made a mistake when I ordered the Five Guys one. I ordered a bacon burger and forgot to click cheeseburger. So I'm not going to knock any points off Five Guys for that. My mistake. I was in a hurry to go in. I was excited about making this, not realizing I was going to be waiting 15 minutes just to place my order at BOOMburgers. I don't mind that if it's a crowded restaurant, but when it's empty, I think that's horrible. So, but we're judging this on the taste, not on the customer service factor. So let's go in. We're going to try Five Guys first. I'm going to get a knife and cut this in half because I'm going to give half of this to my son-in-law. So he's going to get half of both burgers. Let's just cut the Five Guys one in half there, and let's go see how it tastes. Oh, look at that bacon. There's what we're dealing with inside, folks. Oh, look at that. So Five Guys coming up. Wow. Incredible. You can tell it's fresh beef. The bacon, it's not really crispy. It's cooked just right. It's delicious. You can tell the onions and the mushrooms, they're all fresh. They sparkle. That's really good. Okay, I'm going to do a palate cleanse now. And we're going to go in and try the BOOMburger one. Let's get the knife out. And here's the BOOMburger one. It doesn't look like they put as much of the toppings on it, like the condiments, than Five Guys did. It looks like only a little bit. But let's taste. These are very, very, very close. Very close. I got to take another bite of each. Let's do the BOOMburger one again. Five Guys. Five Guys. The beef tastes slightly different and fresher. I don't know if that makes sense, but the beef on the Five Guys, as well as there's more bacon on the Five Guys burger, and there's more onions and mushrooms on the Five Guys burger than there is on the BOOMburger. It looks like they only put a teaspoon of each on the BOOMburger one, where the Five Guys is just loaded with flavor. So thank you very much for watching this video. My vote goes to, although close, when I factor in the customer service component and everything too, I would sooner go to a Five Guys, knowing that they've got enough people in the store to be able to service you, get your food out fast, and they make it there. You saw the clip that I had in the restaurant. They had 2 or 3 people on the grill working the burgers. BOOMburger had 1 person there. So just from that factor alone, if a burger is that close, it's going to come down to the customer service factor for me. And if I know that I can go to Five Guys and not have to sit there waiting for somebody to come behind the counter for 10 or 15 minutes, that's going to happen. So that experience behind the counter on a close burger, and that's what companies need to understand. Customer service is important. You can't just go on a great product. If you have a great product, but you don't have the service on the back end, you've wasted your money and your investment for nothing. So Five Guys, slightly better on the additional of the toppings, and their customer service is night and day compared to BOOMburger. And I don't mean that as a knock against the people that work there. I blame the management for not staffing it appropriately. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please hit that like button. Jamie, signing off.